Okay, I will start all over. Okay, what we would like to do is to get to a point when you type academycity.org and you hit enter, instead of going here, it will go directly to this website. But it will pull automatically by seeing the domain academycity.org, it will put the data for Academy City. Okay? Because we assign Academy City be to be a educational institution. How do we do that? I will do it and I will remove it. Okay? Well, there's several stages. That's stage number one, the idea. I go back to Academy City and I will go here to the admin. So you can understand the whole, eventually you will see it works for all our templates. Let's get back to the website. And here, if we go to Academy City, what do we have Academy City? We don't have,
The one on top.
no, this is of Uganda, number 7. Am I right?
Yes.
And then we did Jonathan and we took target ID was 1. So let's see who is target ID. Number, by the way, we have to put here a number. We didn't really put Academy City here for a reason. So let's put it here, okay? Just for the exercise. And I'll put here domain to be academycity.org. So far, so good.
So
So
good.
I'm going to can put a small letters here. And you will see the beauty of it. I will remove it. By remove it, it will, okay. Now, if I go to, let me keep this one open. Let's go back now to Jonathan website. Jonathan, that's going to be right here.
Right.
And we have institutions. And the one we have, we linked it up. See, this is number 1. It is number 1. And we have all that information in here. Okay? We'll get back to that. Okay? Now, so this is done. Let's see what happened now when I go to Academy City. Let's see if that will take it. And what happened? I didn't take it. Why? Should take it. Maybe it has a caching. Hold a second. Let me open another browser. It should go there. I have no idea. Let me check. What do I get here? Did I forgot one more things? I think I do. Let me hold a second. Let me go now to not Jonathan. Let me go to sites. Did I put sites? Site is already set up for Academy City. The site. Yeah, we do have academycity.org and we do have it set up. So that one was done. Why doesn't that mean? Let me try it in another computer. Bear with me. Application I have here. Let me try this one. I'll check in a second. I have a log. So take it. It should take it. Let me check a second. Academy City is done correct. It's like the Feb House, it's like the Uganda, all of those. So look at the wall, Uganda, this is fine and this is fine. So this is the first place that we need to check. Then we have to check here. It's all the same. If I go here, you have, did I write it right? academycity.org, that's correct. Goes to institution and get a target number 1. That's fine. So what else do I need to check? That was the second one. The site was fine. And Jonathan, we have number 1. I'm going to go to the core and check what does it write there. Yeah, here we go. It does take Academy City. Is recognized Academy City. You see that?
Yes.
And I think the domain needs to be Academy City, not .org. Let me check it again. And I believe that's probably the reason. I go here. And in the domain, you see the error, I put .org. I need to take the org away. Remember we said we removing that one?
Yes.
I don't know why I did that way. Maybe I shouldn't, but let's leave it that way. Now it should work. If I go here and I go refresh, see, it went to J. Got it?
Yes.
That's beautiful. Why is it beautiful? We really want to go aggressively, and nobody can resist to sell an educational platform to high schools, to colleges, and East Africa will find hundreds of them. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, this one, we did it for Academy City of Uganda. You see, this is the name. I could have gotten a different domain. I don't know the name of the high school. And it will go to a different template, like the Fab House, like the Beastland. All of them work the same. Got the beauty?
Yes,
You got the idea, yes, Daniel?
yes, I've got the idea.
This is, I think, it's a winner. This is supposed to be big, big, big winner. Big winner. You know, we can start with some schools or colleges that don't have a system, and I'm sure they don't. Okay? This could be a beautiful example how it can spread very easily to other things that we do. And what we will build here, it will function like in Uganda towns. Remember the Uganda towns? What's the difference? That in here, we give them a domain to every school, and every school will feel like it's its own website, with its own courses, its own templates, etc., etc. Why I'm starting with this one? Because we're going to go through a process of building up a website for educational institutions. And we will put things that are for education. And then we will be smart enough to even categorize institutions. Do they have also consulting? And if they do have consulting, we will make another things for consulting automatically built up inside. Everybody got it? Okay, and Academy City is a beautiful example. Third, everything we did for Academy City, you know, I'm just gone now. You know, I will have to take the J here. And that's it, we'll take it now. It will not like me anymore. You always will take me to the J. I'm stuck. You see that?
Yes.
See that? That's why I have to fix it. The only way I can fix it is just by removing the domain. If I don't put the domain, it won't link it. And then if it doesn't link it, Academy City has a special direction that it goes to. Now we will go to, why it doesn't like me now? He has a caching. That's what happened to him. And now it will go. You see, it goes to the special one, but this is only for Academy City. Eventually, I would like to get rid of this one as well. Okay? So now, that's stage number one, what we going to. Stage number two, let's go back, and I like the fact, the idea that you guys came up with. I really do. Very smart. This is gonna be our baby for the next, But before I get to this, before I get to that, what are the stage number two we're going to do? Let me open Academy City. And we're gonna start soon, certificate 3. And certificate 3, we're gonna do something very unique, which you probably waiting long ago. If you look at certificate 3, we're gonna start with this one. It's very, very important. We have done it before. We haven't completed it. We're gonna do a new installation of a new project, and we're gonna learn how to work as a team. So the whole project that we're developing for education, we will not do it in here. So we'll build up the Jonathan application, the educational application, in a different framework. And when we get done, then we'll transfer it to Academy City to be sitting there. Got it? And why do I want to do it this way? Because we will start working at the same time, me and you guys, so we don't have to, like we did the BizLand. You guys did some stuff on the BizLand, but it's not on my system. And the same things with the Brenda. We did some stuff with Brenda. It is not on my system and vice versa. To start working as a team, we will learn this topic. So first of all, we'll do the installation. We'll talk about GitHub and Git. And after we'll set it up, it's very simple. It's already that complex. And then we'll start working on the educational application as a team. And then over time, we transfer it back to Academy City. There's a lot of stuff that I have done on Academy City, and whatever we will do on the new project, we will do it in the same structure that I have it on Academy City. So when we finish this project, we can take it immediately into the Academy City and transfer it easily. Okay? So that will be stage number one. We start when we start certificate 3. Okay, that's point number 2 that I wanted to make, the way we're going to work on this project. The third part is really getting now, which kind of, how do we want Academy City to look like? I told you long ago, I don't really like it. It's okay. I understand the way it works. We have languages. We have a lot of things. We talked about them. We have education. We have consulting. We teach. We provide consulting, but we also sell platforms to other schools, like other universities, like Academy City. We can give them to use our platform. And that's what we're going to do now. Third, as in the consulting, we have also, they can use websites for businesses, different styles. We have for countries, and we start having more and more product. It's time to start marketing it and spend the time in designing. As we do parallel, one for Academy City, and utilize that knowledge to everybody. Okay? Am I clear, guys?
Yes.
Beautiful. So now let's think with that vision. Let's go into the detail. Okay, I'm gonna close this one, and this is really like our baby for now. And now let's go and talk about this one, the one that you guys suggested. I think the education is a good example for us. As you said, I think it's a good one, in fact. We just duplicate what they have done, is that right?
Yes.
And we know how to do that, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So it will be, instead of Microsoft Education, will be Academy City Education. And instead of saying Academy City, we'll put it in a template, the name of the school we talk about. This one could be a different video for different, every school can have his own video.
Yes.
Is that right? We know how to do that now. We have done a hell of a lot so far. So who wants to lead this project? Go ahead, Daniel and Jeremiah. I think the two of you should really lead this one. You're already into it, so I will, and then Mildred, I would like Mildred to be also part of that one, so she will be exposed to what Brenda is doing and also exposed also. We will need a lot of people here. Jerome could be also a good one because we can break it down to pieces. And then when we work as a team, Jerome can work on one of the pages and you guys will direct him. Mildred can work on a different page. Jeremiah, you can work on a different page, and Daniel can work on a different page, and you checking each other and using the system that I'm going to teach you guys about sharing code. You will see it will be really nice, and you will see you can work on different pages at the same time. That's a really getting finally to a point how a real company works in a real life, at least in Israel, which is, in my opinion, probably Israel has the best high-tech companies. So, and that's the way we will work as a group. That could be really, this is really your certificate 3, beginning of certificate 3, and beautifully we're building up. So when you finish it, then you become to be a consultant. And at the time, I'm expecting to see income coming in. And then we jump into different routes to machine learning, finance, and a lot of other fields. But we're at least establishing a beautiful, beautiful consulting as well as educational institution. Okay, guys, so who wants to lead on how do we approach that? I'm looking at this one here. I click on education. Is that right? That's the one you wanted me?
Yes.
Okay. So is that going to be the main page for education?
Yeah, it
Yes.
should be.
And then you will take the idea, you have pictures here, you of course will change, and you write something on the left. Am I reading your mind?
Yes.
Beautiful. And if we don't need this section, we just remove it. We know how to do it. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Moreover, now we are very smart. If we have frequently asked questions and we want to edit, we can edit. All of those stuff, instead of wherever it says in Microsoft, we can put something else. Change the colors. And we have a very good, yeah, I agree. What do you say, guys? Is that right? Am I in the right direction? What you suggesting?
Yes.
So this is, let's say this will be the main page, but let's think a lot before we move on.
Yeah.
Let's see what else do they have. They have in the training, it's interesting what they have. Webinar and event, workshops, and this is stuff you want to learn from them, and we will mimic the way they do stuff, and we do the same. There is something for educator. It's for professors or whatever. Let's see what they have done. They have made a page for teachers. This is going to be for teachers. And we want to give them some information they can read about it. Yeah, those people have spent fortune. I don't think they're going to make money out of this one, by the way. You wait and see. They have a barrier of language and they are not aware. That will work perfect in America, but not in Africa. Secondly, we have the multiple languages. So after we finish everything, we convert everything to French. And that would be beautiful.
Yes.
And if we would be very smart, we even transfer it to Laguna. You can do it. It has all the support in Django. So, but that's down the road. So what we need, stage number one, is to have an overview like we have in Academy City. We talked about it. We have different ideas that we want to emphasize. How do we go about it? Jeremiah, you got it?
Yes.
How do we want to organize this web page? This one eventually, we need a main page. And we'll have a main page which will lead us to. And that's not an easy design from a pedagogical point of view. What do we offer for a teacher? You see here, higher education faculty. This is it. And then they're making some stuff. By the way, this stuff we know already. Remember, it reminds you something, doesn't it? That's like the frequently asked questions, isn't it?
Yes.
See, they're all the same stuff. It's easy stuff. And then, by the way, this one we would make as a tables. That's your expert. You're becoming to be expert on how to do that. So every school will have his own stuff here. Now, how do we want to design it? That's the question. That's for the faculty. This is advertising. By the way, let me emphasize. Pay attention. This is only as a marketing website. It doesn't really tell you exactly how you actually do it. You got it?
Yes.
If you go into Academy City and you go here, just the way I did it, I'm in as administrator. What I did is that administrator get a different menu, instructor get a different menu, a student get a different menu, a partner get a different menu. So here we go, I will show you. When I go here, I log in as a student now. Let me do it as a student. I log in, my account becomes to be a totally different. You see that?
Yes.
And now we can redesign this page to look different, but the concept is the same. Okay? Maybe when somebody already logged in, it will go right directly to this page. You know? So we're just doing really a brainstorm. So let me divide it to two parts. This is marketing. All these websites of Microsoft, they are not showing you how you actually do it. You see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's look at here. They're just advertising. You see that? It's not the way that actually a student going there and start doing the work or how to do the work. It's not a simple task, by the way. And I think this is very extensive. Is that clear, Jeremiah? You get my point?
Yes.
We really need to think is what do we want in the menu as a marketing? So if we're starting with this one, we would like a web page with all the stuff that is from a marketing point of view. And the truth of the matter, as the student get to this page after a while, is a student, it doesn't need all of that one. It would have the login like similar to what we did in Uganda Towns, but we'll do it slightly different. A person will log in here or get signed up if he's not. And then when he sign up or log in, immediately will get a totally different website, which is really functioning. To function as, if he's a student, he needs a student website. If he is a professor, he needs a website for a professor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
After he logs in. after he logs in. Am I right?
Yes.
So we need to really sit and think a lot. We start working on it and see how it comes out. And eventually, when we get the idea better, we start implementing and fill it up. So I would recommend to do a session only, also even on a daily basis, but we'll try to make it short. But I think we will start with the GitHub session. We'll do it maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow we're doing Brenda stuff. On Monday, we will
Okay.
do the GitHub. We start the project as a general project. We even call it Jonathan application, or Jonathan. And this is something that I do really want you also to learn how you set up the whole system. When you install Django and Django CMS, we have done it once. I just didn't show you how you deal with GitHub. Okay?
Yes.
And then how we're gonna work on that project? I will put stuff there as we go along, and you will start working as a team. And everybody with his own computer will have the whole project, and we'll talk about it on Monday.
Okay.
But I like your idea. I think this is a very smart way of stealing, not really stealing, getting ideas of how we should do it. Not everything is really fit to us. And honestly, there's nothing here which is, rocket science. After all, I mean, if I gave you to do this top part, it will take you a little longer, but you can do it easily. There's only a picture on the right side. There's some stupid text on the left side and a link. So you can make a row. You give this one, like say 60% or 70%. This is 30%. And all the rest is easy. So there's nothing really here which is we haven't done yet. You know? This is also, by the way, Django CMS has something like that. You can put a picture on the top. By the way, now that you learn also how we can build up, this one is a JavaScript to write HTML. That's what we did last time. This is a piece of cake. You just make a function that can build up something like that. You write a loop in the database, and it will create for each one of them. Okay? So I think that's will do it. Okay, I liked it. I liked it. We can. Is there other beside Microsoft that there are? What about Google? How about Google Education? I'm sure they have some. But see, not everything is it's we don't here we go. That's a Google for Education. Well, they have a lot of stuff. See that?
Yes.
We can take ideas from them too. Yeah, it's very similar for higher education. You see that? See, their style is different. We can steal this style. This is a good one. I like that. That's cool. Okay. So if I do a click here and I go for higher education, that's a different style. You got it? This is much simpler, by the way.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You can do it easily, don't you?
Yes,
Yes.
you can do that.
And this one is already like, it's just really flipping around. See that? And that point, if I don't touch it, so it will flip by itself. That's easy stuff. All of them, it's easy stuff. So why don't we decide the following? Why don't we decide the following? Why don't you guys look also for Google? Coursera could be also. Coursera Education. And Coursera Education. They're very educational online Coursera. They're also very good institution. By the way, totally different style. You see that? But see, their idea is very different. They're combining a lot of universities. You got it?
Yes.
By the way, after we will have several colleges, we will offer that kind of services similar English. It will come automatically. No, I don't think this one. Do you know a good high school in Uganda that or a college? Let's go to Marquis. How do you spell Marquis? Marquis. Is that right?
You know, no?
I'll say it will fix it. Uganda. Let's see if it will fix my mistake. Here we go. Spell it the way you. Is that right?
Yes.
That's it. Let's see the website. Okay, this is the website. Okay, and we are expert to steal website, don't we?
Yes.
You said this is a stupid one, like everybody does that. You got
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay. Now you go down, you go down, you go down, and it's a very, very simple one. You got it? By the way, they're keeping like this one on the top. They have a menu about blah 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 stuff. Those are nothing. What is that one? Username. Ah, this is like logging in. Okay. Now I give you, Jeremiah, you are expert on how to do something even better than that. And we don't need that one because they're advertising the buildings. Who cares? On the contrary. No, in fact, could be a good picture, but that's not what we're after. But we can. By the way, here we go. You see, they have some kind of interesting template here. We know how to steal it, don't we?
Yes.
Let me show you something in University of Chicago that I like. Yeah, you like this university. It's a beautiful university, by the way. Okay, if you look at the University of Chicago, okay,
Yes.
it's a totally different style, but it's quite simple. Did you notice?
Yes.
Very, very straightforward. Now they have a lot of departments. So every department has its own about history. Okay, you can read about it. By the way, this is the place you graduate. That's the chapel there. I'll give you a little history about the university itself. Blah blah blah. Okay, administrations and aid, academics. Okay, let's look at the academics. You see, they are very straightforward. The higher is the level of the institution, the less they're putting on the flashy stuff. You will learn that. You can tell this is a top line university in the world. So that's straightforward. Okay. You go into research. Research is the most important for them. This university is known by the best university in research. But that's less relevant to us for now because we're not going to focus on research. Medicine, okay? Civil engineering, okay? They are geniuses. I mean, this is the best university you can really dream about. Let me try to find the economics department. See if I can find, which is economics. Okay, economics department. They have a website for every department, by the way. Here we go. I don't know if you know those names, but yeah. So I see the economics department is there. See, they're changing it over time too. You know, by the way, those two were my professor. Both of them got a Nobel Prize. The one on the right side called Larry Hansen, and that Heckman. Okay, I think it's written here. Here we go, Nobel Literature Economics. Yeah, both Larry Hansen and James Heckman. But this is a different class of a university. This is like, just look at the building. It's just like out of this world. Yeah, he's not a Nobel Prize yet. Who is this one? They always put other people, although he's not a Nobel Prize either yet. Heckman is. This is probably the new Heckman received. Yeah, this is a different type of university. So, and you can tell that they are very straightforward without bullshit. So if you're going to, by the way, make a gift. Usually students give donation to the university. Let me go into the general one. Faculty directory. That's what they have done here. Some of them is a Nobel Prize as well. Fernando. By the way, I studied with him. He's not yet. I don't think he got a Nobel Prize yet, but he will. They're all young guys now. This is all. He got a Nobel Prize. I studied with him. He was nominated to a Nobel Prize. He got a Nobel Prize. New stuff. John Lee. He got a Nobel Prize. I studied with him as well. Bob Lucas. Robert means Bob. But see how he was a student at the time I was a student there. He's still there. Brilliant guy. Very, very brilliant guy. He got a Nobel Prize. This guy too, Myers. Sargent. I didn't know Sargent is in Chicago yet. He got a Nobel Prize too. He was from University of Minnesota. By the way, she is today a wife of Bob Lucas. This is he was also in my committee, a brilliant guy on utilities and all of that stuff. This is really the kind of university I hope one day I would recommend you to get accepted there. Doing a PhD there costs $500,000. It's almost impossible to get accepted. It's impossible. Oh, Shannon is there. No, that's not the one that I know. Yeah, it's really a shame because there's few of them already died, which is hurtful. They have choppers to each one of those guys. Okay. They have a lot of teachers there, senior research, associate, visitors, staff. Yeah, maybe on the staff there will be more. Anyway, this is not get inspired by the simplicity of this department or this university. Very brilliant people. You know, we can, if we really, this is a interesting really, but they are really advertising their people. But see, this is a very, this university has so much money you can't even imagine. So they can afford to change the website every day. Okay, and you don't really see those kind of things, but we can implement this one, not in the way they do. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can, this is really, if we have, instead of flipping pages, this is really more attractive, okay? By the way, let me just show you pictures of University of Chicago. It's one of the most beautiful universities. I was student there between 84 to 89. Let's put the images. And you can, this is a beautiful university, by the way. It's really one of the most beautiful. Yeah, this is really walking to the library. You can tell already, this is not a regular university. Let me see if I can find this is like the middle part of it. This is the chapel when you graduate. See, this is the chapel, beautiful chapel. This is really like, you can see it's from the side. This is where we used to play soccer or football. But the buildings are like the British Oxford style, much nicer, by the way. It's gorgeous university. That's what I hope one day you get there. Let me see if I can find the economics department. This is really their, this is really like the library, part of the library sections. Okay, there's a lot of. It's amazing university. I think this is which school is that one? I forgot. This one used to be, I think, the economics department, the old one. They got a new one now. You can imagine living, studying in a university like that. It's like a dream. But you have to be such a good student. There's no mess around in that kind of a school. You have to work extremely hard. See that this is a beautiful. This is, by the way, where you sit there as a student and study. Sometimes you see students sleeping there. They study all day long. Okay. Uh, it really is gorgeous. Here it is from the top. You can see this is just in one section, by the way. I think this is the medical school, if I recall. I'm gonna be there next in 3-4 weeks from now. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna visit my friend. He is the dean of the business school there. So I'm gonna meet him. So it's my favorite place I've ever been. Amazing. Getting inspired, I think this is a very good one. By the way, we can really, I think this is a good one. What do you think, Jeremiah?
Yes, it's a good one.
Instead, of course, we don't put those pictures, we put different pictures. But we can put the field of what we do and write a little bit on the bottom here what it is. You got it? So
Yes,
still the top part. So in another word, we go here to view page and see this is really already set up for you nicely, isn't it?
Yeah.
yes,
You know how to take it and just take the top part. Okay, I really like it, but this is special. You won't see it. They can afford it. Not everybody can afford those kind of website. Now this one is also, you see, elegant, very close graduate point. I think there's only the undergraduate is a very small, extremely small. Okay, it's mostly graduate. And by the way, you won't believe with such a, you have like 10 professors on every student that graduate. Every year they graduate between 10 to 15 students, no more. See, this is the graduate school of economics. So, and every year they barely graduating only 10 students or something like that. See, this is the only ones that graduated. Usually they start about 60 or 70, but it's really hard to graduate. It's so hard school. Here we go. See that? But this is more than I know. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 29. It's a lot. Usually don't get so many, or maybe it's for 2 years. In my year, only 12 we graduated out of 63 that we started. Eh, but they're all excellent students, the best student you can find in the world. Okay. I think it's including the professors. I don't think it's all. Yeah, no, it's graduate. They're all graduate. You see, there's a lot of Chinese. There are not
Yes.
a lot of foreigners. Because you get every year they get about one student out of 6,000. So just think about if you accept 60 or 70 students, how many apply? Anyway, so could be really nice, but see how simple it is on the bottom, Daniel?
Yes.
I liked it. I really like simplicity, still powerful. This is the best university in the world in economics. Number one in the world, better than Harvard, MIT. Chicago is #1 in the world. They have the most Nobel Prize teachers. So what do you think about that, Jeremiah? You decide. You are the stylish. We can use this idea somewhere. Is that right?
Yes.
The top out. So write it down, Let me send you that link in the. Okay, let me put it down for you. And fortunately, I really know there's some people that are not here anymore, which has really hurt me. I know Gary Baker died about 7 years ago. Bob Lucas still alive, thank God. There's a lot of them, amazing professors. Okay, let's go back. So get ideas from different places, This could be also, you see how simple it is. This is something we learned how to do, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Very easy stuff. It's just tapes on the left and you put something on the right side. We know how to do it also in Ajax. That's why I tell you, you know me as a computer scientist. You don't know me yet as an economist. One day, hopefully, I will teach you economics and finance. And then you will have a job for the rest of your life and also for your children. Okay. Anyway, this is my favorite university in the world, really. See how beautiful it is. It's amazing.
You also want to build the academic city like that.
What?
You also want to build the academic city like that.
You will see, we'll get there. You will see. Just step by step. You start the first things first, and
Yes.
you go. So get ideas, okay? I think this is beautiful. Let me put this website for you. This is for University of Chicago generally. I gave you one for the economics department. That's where I studied. I get ideas, they have take the simplicity. That's what I like. You see how nice. And what do we want to put there? Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
See, this is the main page. See how simple. I don't think you have seen simpler than that.
No.
This logo of billions of dollars. Okay. And then you can do the Academy City. Okay. International. In the bottom, you can write, or you can write International Academy City or something like that. We put the logo in the middle. You can take this idea. If we like this type of a menu, we can use this one. But you don't have to hook up on this one. Think about it. Take your time. Okay? Take your time. And look also on the other ones. Which one is this one? This one, Marquis. You see, Marquis did the style is it's a simpler version of what we saw in Chicago, the economics department. You got it?
Yes. Yes.
But you can take ideas from here too. I mean, Marquis University, after all, it's quite a respectable university in Uganda. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe for Africa, it might be even better. See, this is cool. But you know how to copy these ideas, don't you? Now we are experts. And over time, you'll be so good, you can make so many types of website better than all the ones that you see. See, this is pretty cool. I like this one. It's also simple. You see that?
Yeah.
I really like that. By the way, this is really appealing website. I really do like it. And maybe this is better than that. You see that they have this is like flipping. You see that? If you notice,
Yes.
they made a flipping on the left side, and this one the other kind of style. So they got kind of both words. I don't know, you guys decide. This one is also kind of flipping, I think, or something. I have no idea. Goes back and forth or whatever it is. We can mimic and then just decide how do we want to do it, apply it to education. So this is the website that I think you guys on the right direction, looking at Microsoft, looking at Google, and let's come up with a plan. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes.
We don't have to rush. We don't have to rush, thank God.
Yes.
And then, moreover, if we arrive to a conclusion that college has to have a different website than high school, we'll make a website for high school. We're so good at it now. Is that right?
Yes.
That we can make special for high school only. For college, differently. And that's the beauty because it doesn't really matter. There's so much in common that we can always copy and paste and do many as we want. You know, you have about, and you have this one. I don't see it's anything's happening. No, it's really, you see how slow it is?
Yes.
Research innovation stuff. It's less relevant for us, but for some universities, see how simple this page? You can do it in 5 minutes. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's only 1, 2. It's like 3 rows, background, and it's done. Gorgeous. See, it's very slow website. Okay, so we have projects you can put here. By the way, you can get the idea, styles of website and make one for each one of them. And then when you click on it, it's supposed to take you to another page. Okay,
Yes.
okay, you see that? And you can describe that web page design that we talk about. Good. I think we're making a lot of progress here. A couple months ago, you had no idea what to do with it. So look at the Marquis University. Is there any high school, a good high school you guys know that might have a website? Well, let me type here high school, Uganda. Nationally, it's very important. Here we go. Let's see if this one. I'm just trying to find something. Let's see if they have a website. They do. See that?
Yes.
Now you see, the lower you go, it really is very, very basic. You got it?
Yeah.
They have nothing. They have only events. See how simple it is? They have, it's remind me the website for town clerks. You know, this is a very, very basic one. Academics, okay? Rules and regulation. This is just garbage stuff. Faculty, the chapel. Let's see. You see, it's so, there's nothing. This is so basic. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, computer center. I mean, this website, they probably have paid some money for it, but it's a shame. You know, there's nothing. They just have the same page. There's nothing. It's amazing. Needless to say, needless to say, they have nothing about managing the school. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't we do something much, much better as a platform? And then schools can pay a fraction of a price, and that will be 10 times better than what they have. You know, this menu is so poor. It's amazing. If we go back, let's see if we, let's say another one. No, this is all one kind. No, this one. you this way. Let's see. Aga Khan. Anybody familiar with those ones? Like Kampala, maybe in Kampala, the high school.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find some good high schools.
Akole.
Anybody familiar with something? Here we go. Find the best international school in Kampala. Okay, so let's go pick up one of them. One here. Here we go. Oh my God. Can believe Jewish curriculum. The National Academy. Let's see this one. National. This is the Jewish school. Yeah. You know what's the name of this guy? He's a well-known rabbi in Israel, by the way. This is in Uganda. I didn't know you have that in Uganda. Amazing. We should approach them, you know? I might do. You can tell it's more upscale website already. Yeah. You see, this is a little, not really. Let's see the others. ITA in-house curriculum. No, not really. Nothing really special here. Apply. This is a kind of a page maybe we want, don't we? Jeremiah, maybe this kind of a very simple page, but we can do better.
Yes.
Enrichment program, let's see there. Nothing really special. Slightly better maybe, but nothing really special. No, nothing special about this website as well. Let's see if we can find a better website. You guys know better schools? Anybody of you? You don't know any good high school?
St. Mary's Chitenge.
Which one? Here. Boston International School. Is that in Uganda? Hey, here we go. It gives you also a British curriculum, British English, ages 3 to 18, yearly fee form. That's the yearly fee. Okay, let's look at this one. That will be interesting. Boston, you know Boston. It's another city in America.
9 million to 13 million yearly fees.
But it's also, again, Jewish one. I knew that. Amazing. You can see the Jewish people are investing so much money on education. Honestly, we don't save a penny. Anything that needs to be paid on tuition, we spend. How about this one? You know this one? You guys know this looks like expensive one. Let's see that. Can we go to that? How do you go to this website? Their website? What's their website? Yeah, let's see all the details. Where's the website? I don't see the website. This looks like a good school to figure out. Here. This cannot verify their information. Okay, let's see their website. Okay.
Yes.
So the right to the head of admission. Why is it supposed to be the first things? Is this the home? About us? All right, this could be a good one. I had a good feeling that this could be a good template for high school.
Yes.
Like something, it looks like a little more invested. Is that right?
Yes.
International. You see there, it's like one page like Bizland. You see the style?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. curriculum. Let's say their curriculum, kind of high school curriculum. That might be good for high school, but this is again, it's advertising. It is not management. You got it?
Yes.
You don't have the courses. Okay, you have curriculum, extra curriculum. Okay, but what about, say, by the way, this is a bad design. You don't have the menu on the top. You have to flip up all the time. You really need to make sure that the menu will be, see, this is really bad design, very bad design. Am I right?
Yes.
Because you're getting here, and then every time you scroll down, so news and stories. Okay, I will leave it to you guys to flip around, come up with a plan. How should we really do a, college, high school website as a template? And then one for Academy City would be like, whatever we think it's good, we will implement. So I showed you, I think, quite enough of possibilities. And also look at the Google, look at Microsoft, and let's move on. Okay, guys?
Yes.
I hope I didn't confuse you.
No.
Okay, how are you, Mildred?
I'm fine.
You're sitting so far away. Okay, guys, have a good one, and we'll talk tomorrow. We'll do Brenda stuff. How do you focusing with marketing and getting a student for certificate 1? How is that going? Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.